Hey, what's going on, guys? We just finished our latest mock. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle city, subway, and sewer layer. So I'm going to start off by showing you some of the buildings in the city, and then we'll move on, do a walkthrough throughout the entire build from the subway down to the sewer layer. So moving along here, we have a city block with some businesses and apartments and a little intersection where we have 4 Green Turtles, April O'Neil, Splinter, Casey Jones, Foot Soldiers, and all the villains, Bebop, Rocksteady. So I'm going to start off with the TCRI building, and that's in the back. So there is a phone that's in the sewer layer that's supposed to be a TV that's playing some songs, in case you're wondering. And that's inside the TCRI building. The first floor is basically just a disguise, supposed to look like a regular scientist laboratory. So I'll go ahead and show you that. So we just have a regular scientist laboratory with a scientist working. Would look like everything is legit on the first floor, nothing too shocking going on here. But then on the second floor is where we see everything else change. All right, so I'm just gonna slide open this door, and then we can take a peek on the second floor. So we have Krang making the ooze, and then they've got a little portal machine, computer, and get an idea of what they're up to now. So that's the TCRI building. And then moving along, we have another building right here. Well, first we have the Turtle Wagon, and then we have Joe's Plumbing, and then a bar. So inside the bar we have it decked out with a bunch of different details. And then above the bar is a ice cream shop with a bunch of different treats. And then above the ice cream shop is April O'Neil's apartment. She's not in it right now because she's in the main display, but then it gives you an idea. Just a small little 1-bedroom apartment. And then we've got a little alley scene back here. This is a grocery store inside that door. That door is the plumber's shop, and then that door would be the bar. So there's a little alley, dumpster, bunch of trash. And then moving along to this building, we have a pizza parlor on the first floor and a grocery store. So we'll go ahead and take off the top levels. Oh, before I get that far, actually, the second floor has a gun shop. So we have a little US flag and a number of different rifles, snipers, machine guns, handguns, lightsaber, batarang, samurai sword, knight sword, pirate sword, basically every theme. And then just a bunch of different accessories you'd see in the battle packs that are available. Try to get this slid in here so you can see some of the details. Got some guns in the case down there. And then moving along to the grocery store. So the grocery store on the left, basically loaded with every type of food. Then we have the pizza parlor. All right, so that was that building, everything inside. Now we're going to move on to the top floor, which would be the Channel 5 newsstand, Newsstand 5, where April O'Neil will be on inside there working. So there's the Newsstand 5 channel. That's her office. And then moving along, we have an office on the second floor. There's the office. All right, then on the second floor, we have one of my favorites. It's a MMA gym with an octagon, people sparring. One guy got a black eye. And then next to it, we have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school, some trophies with the US flag, some monkey bars, punching bags, which you typically wouldn't see in a Jiu-Jitsu, but you would potentially in MMA, or for surely in MMA. There's a little exercise ball and some mats for them to, which they're rolling on right now. They're on the ground because it's Jiu-Jitsu's ground fighting. And then below that, we have a auto repair shop garage. So I think I can get some good angles without taking off the top. You can see all the tools there. And a welder working on welding some parts. So then just moving along the side, we also have another garage door here. There's actually an engine that's on a lift that I couldn't get before on, but there's a kind of a glimpse of it next to the cash register. Some trophies and flags in back with a racing helmet on top of a workbench. Just a lot of fun details. And then along the side, we have some tires and then a sign that says Danger, TCRI, ASG. Not sure what the ASG stands for. If somebody can tell me in the comments, that'd be awesome. Not a big deal. And then another alley scene with a dumpster and a hazmat cleanup site with, of course, the ooze containers that have busted and you know, just carelessly left behind. Not something that you think they would do, trying to keep a low profile, but I thought it'd be a fun scene to do on the alleyway. All right, so moving along, that's basically, I'm just going to show you a glimpse of the rooftop. There's a lot of details with the guy that fell here. But we have the water tank and some AC units, some vents, and the newsstand 5 with some satellites and another AC unit. And then we have some details in front. We have the entrance to the subway. And we also have a little scene from the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where they're slipping some pizza down the sewer grate in exchange for some money, which really weirds out the driver on that particular night. So just some other details here you can see. And then moving along to the subway, we have, Max, if you could, I might have my son go ahead and turn on the subway, which we have run on a 9-volt. It's basically just a continuous loop, which was all we could fit inside this build. And then moving along, we'll get right down to the most anticipated sewer layer, where of course we have probably the most lights and the most details and took the longest time to design. So I'll get right into that. Max, if you could go ahead and show off those, we've got some motorized weapons. If you could just point it right here. And then, so we have some training weapons that can knock over an unsuspecting foot soldiers. And then we have the other one right next to it. And then you can see in the back we have the, you can turn those off, just get them close. And then in the back we have the TV on, and then some bedrooms with the turtles' different lights. Got a lot of different details in here with some games, arcade machines, half pipe, and you want to turn off the train now? And then we also have a little dojo section with all their tools lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights so we can see inside this a little bit better. First I'll show off the lights here. We have some lights in the city that you can see in some of the interior, and then the subway. Number of different lights we have from the hardware store, and then also from like brick life lights that you'd get online for Lego accessories, and then a lot of different lights, like I said, at the hardware store was really what I went heavy on. Those just seem to do the best. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any suggestions, anything that you like about this build, anything you wish I would have added or done differently, feel free to leave it in the comments. But otherwise, that basically... Oh, one more thing I forgot about. With the new crossover of Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, I thought I'd go ahead and put Batman hanging inside the lair, just to give reference to that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm actually gonna finally let the kids enjoy this build to play with. It's not just for display, so hope you guys enjoyed this, and thanks again for watching. So one more thing I forgot to mention was, so the subway stairs go right there, but then the grate that is identical to the grate on the other side where they're getting pizza, that goes right down to the lair. So you can also see right through one end to the other. So that lines right up with the other side. And then we've got a little TMNT both on both sides and then on the back. So I just wanted to show that off one more time. And thanks again.